Nuclear bombs are arguably the most destructive weapons ever created by humanity. Imagine if someone from the Middle Ages saw what nuclear bombs can do, they would likely think that hell itself had been unleashed on Earth. A nuclear war has the potential to lead to the extinction of the human race. If nuclear bombs are so dangerous and feared, why do we still keep them and even continue to produce more, increasingly powerful ones? Why didn't governments after World War II make a global deal to get rid of them? The first nuclear bomb was detonated on July 16, 1945, in a desert 210 miles south of Los Alamos, New Mexico. Just 3 weeks later, nuclear bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, resulting in at least 150,000 deaths. These are the only two instances of nuclear weapons being used in warfare. After this, however, major countries began racing to develop their own nuclear bombs. The Soviet Union detonated its first nuclear bomb on August 29, 1949. The United Kingdom followed in 1952, France in 1960, and China in 1964. After World War II, the Cold War began, and nuclear bombs were no longer just weapons. They became tools of intimidation and deterrence. The largest bomb ever created, the Tsar Bomba, was developed during this period by the Soviet Union. Its sheer destructive power symbolized the catastrophic potential of nuclear conflict. Ironically, this mutual fear of annihilation, known as mutually assured destruction, may be the reason humanity has survived. Both the United States and the Soviet Union understood that a full-scale war involving nuclear weapons would lead to the destruction of both nations and possibly the entire planet. This fear prevented either side from launching a first strike. A larger-scale nuclear conflict could also trigger a nuclear winter, a scenario where massive amounts of smoke and dust are thrown into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and causing widespread famine and mass extinction of animal species. Why haven't nuclear weapons been decommissioned? Today, there is no major war between nuclear-armed nations. So, why do these countries still hold on to their nuclear arsenals instead of agreeing to disarm them? The reasons are complex. Deterrence against future threats. Imagine a scenario where countries like Russia, China, and the USA all agree to disarm their nuclear weapons. If they do so, smaller or less stable nations, such as North Korea, Pakistan, or others, might secretly develop nuclear weapons. These nations could then use their nuclear capability to blackmail or threaten others. And that's why it didn't happen. Instead, the world created millions of regulations and agreements, such as the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, and the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty. It makes sense to do at least something to prevent doomsday. But that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.